All right, we're back. Part two. And I hate to do a part two episode, but you guys know what happened on Thursday. Y'all know what happened on Thursday. Robbery. Legalized uh, uh, just debauchery, just shenanigans, tomfoolery.
Very,
Just
very unfortunate.
just pulling the wool over our eyes. I, I really don't know what to say at this point that hasn't already been said. But let me just the Rams and 49ers. Everybody and their grandmama knew the Rams should have easily coasted that game. And so now we have to do this impromptu episode to address the elephant in the room, address the fact that, hey, the one thing that we all suspected was happening is probably happening, and that they're manipulating the games or something's going on, because it just seems that, I don't have proof, but I do have some smoke, and usually when there's smoke, there's fire. So we're gonna look at a couple different uh, avenues, let's say, of evidence of how and when this is about to happen. This might be a new segment called not necessarily upset alert, but like rug pull alert. It's just like it's gonna go left alert. They're Vegas about to cash in alert. And one of the signs,
Yeah, I mean,
the what do you got to say? As a non-Rams fan,
and
as a bipartisan who's has no dog in the
yeah,
race.
I wouldn't even have bet on the Rams. That's why I didn't have money on that game specifically. But no, in this case, yeah, you don't hate the player, you gotta hate the game. Uh, there were a couple games like that. Even the what was it, Packers Cowboys game? Didn't they have a tie or something like that? I was even thinking, I was like, damn, what's my bookie gonna say? Like, hey man, you still gotta like technically they didn't win like you said. So it's like, damn, I hope he's gonna, well, me and him cool. So he let
Yeah,
me
but
off.
hey, well, yeah, I talked to him too, and one thing I noticed on that website is like the next week, which is this week. Now there's some bets where it's like, oh, in case of a tie, like
In
this is
case,
what happens.
because yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they gotta
So
protect
yeah,
themselves now. But yeah, I'm glad you brought up that example. That's another example that I'm talking about where in the betting world, we speculated for a long time, like, yo, like, are these games scripted? Yo, are these, And when stuff like this happens, yes, am I a Rams fan? Of course. But we all know, bro, like, but okay, I have some evidence. I'm just gonna walk through it. You know what I'm saying? Here's the one thing that script alert. I'm just gonna say script alert. Here's the first script alert. All right. Whenever you see almost everybody and their mama like, oh, who's gonna win the game? Well, clearly the Rams. Whenever the ESPN does those polls and it's like, oh, like all of our panel of experts says Rams, and the
yeah,
one guy, Skip Bayless or somebody, is just like, yo, I'm going Niners. Like, Skip, you're stupid. No, no, no. The Niners win. And then you see him the next day with sunglasses on and stuff. Bro, this has been happening too long for me to like think that, oh, this is just random, or like, hey, that any given Sunday, that's why you play the game. Nah,
I
nah.
have been thinking about that, but then like my thought is, well, what would be the reasoning towards that?
And
Like
I'm gonna get
what's the
into it.
league trying to push? Like what's the league trying to push right now? Like so, because that would be a drastic change from last season. Because there was the whole Taylor Swift, thing. Like, what are they trying? What's the agenda now for the NFL? Like, oh, let's be more unpredictable with the. I just think the league's more open. You have some, injuries here and there. Teams aren't, it's pretty top heavy, like top 2, 3 heavy. But I mean, you see the Chiefs, they're not what they used to be. The Ravens, what are they, like 1-3 or what, 2-3, something like that? Like they're not even cool. Like I don't know. It's just a weird season. I don't know where to put it.
And here's where, yeah, you're asking great questions as a non-betting partisan person, you're asking great questions. And you're asking questions from like a normal fan perspective, which is cool. Now, as a guy who puts cold hard cash on the games and you're mostly invested in that game and it just goes left, that's when you start to put on the tinfoil hat and you say things like, yo, what? So, and here's the thing, like, I don't think we could ever fully say it's scripted, but and we can't say it's scripted because there's too many different perspectives that would need to align. Like the coordination is too much for you to be like, oh yeah, this is planned out. So I do think the league has their own agenda, which is advertising dollars, which is attention, which is notoriety, right? They want more people talking about the game. The more people who talk about the game, the easier it is to sell ads, the easier it is to market the product, right? Globalize it, get more people watching is what they want to do. So in order to do that, you need storyline. Now the NFL is already probably the most popular sport, so they don't really need that much storyline. But if people think games are a foregone conclusion, the chances of them watching just goes down. Period. You'll see that a lot in basketball. Like basketball, I feel like they have more of a need for narrative controlling and other sports that aren't as popular. Football, probably not as much. So that's one perspective. Does the league want to make more interesting storylines? And if people,
I wouldn't say that's the case.
Well, think about.
I wouldn't say it has to do it. I wouldn't say it has to do with popularity because baseball, America's sport, right? You don't have a lot of storylines. Like you'll have that one, like Othani, like that's the only. But that's because he's from a different land, like you can try and do something with that. I think it just comes down to, do you have dudes who can act, like have that kind of. Basketball is easier to do it. Like basketball is an easier, I think, social, because first off, it's easier to pick up. You can just go hoop, So I wouldn't say it's about, we're getting off to a different subject, but I'm just to, correct that point. I think I wouldn't say it's because of the popularity. Because NBA might, right now, personally, I don't know if it's because maybe I'm a fan, I'm being biased, but basketball might be not in recent years. I think it's declined, but basketball was like the most popular worldwide, like it's an Olympic sport.
No, I'm not saying popularity in general. Like when I said popularity, I'm just saying like football's already popular. Like a lot of people watch football, most watched sport in America right now.
So you don't need story or something to bring people to watch.
Yeah, you would say that, but then also like they're selling advertising. They're selling like streaming deals to like Amazon, to Netflix, all these different companies, right? So when you sell a game like Rams Niners to Netflix, and like basically everybody thinks that the Rams are going to win, the amount of people who are going to watch that game is going to come down, right? But if it's like an even game, who's going to win? Like we don't know. Like people are just going to be more engaged in that sort of narrative than it's like, the Rams are going to blow these guys out by 30 points. I may watch it for like a couple minutes. I'm going to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a close game, like everyone's talking about it, like, who's going to win? Like, can you believe the Niners are actually beating the Rams? Like, you just get more eyeballs, and that does better for the network. So the NFL does have somewhat of a responsibility to take care of their partners, who are the broadcasting network, right? So if Amazon's like, oh shit, whenever we post NFL games, like they do really, really well, but the NFL knows like, okay, we're giving you guys Thursday night games. If the Thursday night games are all trash or all blowouts, Amazon's going to be like, man. But if it's a good game, it's like,
Adam, be like, all right, cool. I get what you're saying, but my thing is like, because the NBA does that too, right? They got a Sunday showcase. They make sure to put the specific games, Christmas, whatever it is. But it's like, just let the players, like leave that up to the game. Like, don't be like, all right, we got to make it close. Like, if it's a blowout, it's a blowout. Now, if every single Thursday is a blow, but I mean, again, you're putting a matchup that you're thinking like this is going to be a good game. So you can't be like, every week. Nah, if it happens to be a blowout, hey, it is what it is.
I'm glad you're saying this because I would naturally agree with you. But the data is showing that the opposite because of when this is happening and how it's happening. And that's what I want to get into because I want to agree with you. But let's just keep that perspective. Here's why the league would want to do it, right? Here's why they would want to manipulate games. We want to make it as lucrative for our advertisers so that they can have the highest level of viewership possible. Oh, you guys at the Rams game where the 49ers came back and like they shocked the world. Mac Jones, return of the Mac. So that's one. Number two, Vegas. Betting is also the easy push button way to get anyone involved, like emotionally invested into any sport, period. So, betting market. If everyone's betting on the Rams, in the sportsbook want to make even more money, it's more profitable for them if the Niners win by upset, by shocking result. So there's that part of it. And again, another partner of the NFL, DraftKings, all these different companies. That's another element of it. So you have the NFL side of things, the league. What's in the best interest of the league? The best marketing viewer engagement scenario possible. What's in the best interest of the sports books? Obviously, the public losing their money because the sports books make money off of your losses. When you have both of those converging together, that's what I'm talking about is happening to the Rams and to the Packers and all of these script alert games. Script alert. That's what this is. And so you guys know we get on here, we talk about locks. This is a lock. This is a lock. This is a lock. A lock is something that's obvious to everybody. But when the locks start in weird spots, that's what I'm here to expose. We need to be more aware of this.
Now it is, again, like I like to, this happens a lot in NBA. And back in my earlier days of betting, I would bet to, like, I didn't notice what I was doing. Like, I'd be like, season starts. It's like, oh yeah, you're going off of last season. You're going off of like expectations. Teams you think should win, it's like, oh damn. Or like the players themselves. Certain players are just like, they're not putting, they're end of the season players. It's like they perform better like mid-season. And so it's like, you got to be careful beginning season because NBA too is like more games. So you can imagine me. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like, I'm like, no, this can't be right. This can't be right. But I'm figuring, it must be the same way with NFL. But it's like you got to be cautious. Early season, just kind of, you can't get too mad. Can't be getting too upset. I get what you're saying, script. I'm still skeptical too, but give it some time. I think we're going into week 4, week 5. Maybe after week 5, it's like, all right, what patterns? After 6 weeks, it's like, all right, now we can put patterns together and start being like, all right, locks. But right now it has been very unfortunate. I'll give you that. It's been very
what, man?
Packers, we gonna see it. I was like, I mean, they do look good. Maybe y'all right. Oh, come on, man.
And I'm glad. I'm glad you're here, CJ. I'm glad you're here. The people. Hold on, let me get the screen right. Let me get the screen right. I just want to play you guys a clip. Hopefully this you can hear the audio. Let me know when I play this clip. Let me know if you can hear the audio. But I just want you guys to hold on. I want to make sure. I just want you guys to see Charlotte Flair, the Flares, talking about the game before the game. This is just one example of like the sort of clue that script alert about to happen. All of the media is on one side talking about, why are you even talking about Bills Patriots? Bill's about to smack. Like, it's not even. That's one thing. So I saw this clip and I was like, yeah, we were cooked from jump, bro. Let's just watch the clip. Let's just see. Oh, can you hear the audio?
Nah, we can't hear it.
Damn, bro. The audio. I think it's maybe because I have like speaker plugged in or something, but
Yeah, probably, yeah.
but yeah. Basically, maybe I'll have it for you guys. I don't know. We'll figure out a way to do the audio next time. But look at Richard
Yeah, we'll
Sherman's
figure it out.
face. Bro, look at his face. He's just like, wait, what? Because they're what they're doing is they're cutting WWE promos over about how the Rams are about to whoop the 49ers. So they're doing like that.
Oh, something about Ric Flair. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Charlotte Flair was talking crazy. She like look. Let's just read the little comment she's saying. She's basically saying, "Hey, Rams don't sit on thrones; we take them. So bow down to the Rams tonight." Da 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 da. Sherman's just like, "Oh, bro, that's crazy." Let's see.
I mean, you could even do like people like they use like superstitions, like oh, if a celebrity co-signs your team, like they're probably gonna lose. Like you could, there's a lot of things you could say about it, but I don't know, man. It's just me. Fortunately, I would have took the Niners too. I stood away from the game. But yeah, man, I don't know.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Like after the fact, bro. Come on now. Let me see. I don't know. Sometimes they do those panels where they show like
Thursday night game, 49ers, Rams.
who everybody has.
Oh, we can hear that one.
Oh, you
We
can
can
hear
hear that
you
one.
can hear that? Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
What do you look at this Thursday night game? 49ers, Rams. You got the Rams as 5.5-point favorites over under 47.
I'll be a little more succinct with this one.
49ers 5.5 favorites. Yeah.
But this one, look. So this is the third week in a row. Andy, I'm breaking another Thursday night matchup with you here on Wager Talk today. Not to toot my own horn. I did get the previous two right. Said to bet the Bills team total over 30.5 versus the Dolphins. And then last week I said, wait.
Hold on. Let me just make this bigger because I want this guy to speak a little bit faster. But he seems like
Last week I said, wait. The line will flip. We could tease the Cardinals up to 7.5. The line flipped. We could tease the Cardinals up to 7.5. And that was good. So for 49ers Rams this week, we've got a situation where the line has been adjusted. Obviously, you mentioned the cavalcade of injuries for the 49ers. We do have a quarterback, Brock Purdy. It seems to be the case every season, but the Niners are just always banged up. Each and every
true. So speaking facts so far.
And that's why I stayed away. Because although it could have went either way, it's like Purdy's out. So Rams should, you know. But
look what happened. I faded them on Sunday, San Francisco. In fact, Jaguars plus 3.5 was my 4%.
I just want to see what he picked.
Got the outright win there, thanks to some turnovers and a punt return for a touchdown. 49ers still 3-1, but it's a shaky 3-1. Their 3 wins have been by a total of 10 points, guys. Meanwhile, if not for that ridiculous second half collapse against the Eagles, Dan, the Rams would be coming into this game.
Speaking facts.
So they went back to business against the Colts, racked up 462 total yards, 6.6 yards per play.
Get on with it.
Rams took the Cummins more confident team. They're 4-0 ATS the last 2 years against the Niners. Won both meetings last year straight up. But I am not particularly interested in laying the points here in this game. I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's that big of a drop between Purdy and Mac Jones. So Bosa, that is significant on the defensive side of the ball. I talked about my Jaguars right up at the 49ers record where Bosa doesn't play. It's not so good. Still, Kyle Shanahan as an underdog historically has been very good. I will say this. 49ers, it's not often you can bet them plus 5.5 Vandy laying. Right now, put a gun to my head. I'll take the points with San Francisco.
Okay, so he took the points. I respect him. Respect him for doing that. He had a good analysis. He got good analysis.
I had to, like, on the spot.
But also, I will say this. Look at what are we watching? Wager Talk today, like another like Friends third-party pod. We're not watching ESPN, right? Like we're watching like a
but his
random guy in his basement.
But yeah, he, like you said, he gave a perfect, explanation for it. So someone like me would be like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay away. And let me just wait. This is gonna be an entertaining game.
This is shit that I want.
234.5 passing yards. Yeah, I'm going to take more. Number one, pass rush. This is going to be a heavy pass game to the Rams. So the number on the coup was 94.5. receiving yards, which is a very high.
Let's see if we can skip.
Parlay. We've taken those 3 picks. We made it into a parlay. We're boosting it, baby. Here we go. You go to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
Now, this actually would have hit. This parlay actually would have hit.
Plus 309. Look for the more or less featured parlay on the homepage and in the parlay lounge. And very quickly, let's get into that game because it kicks off the weekend tonight. It's a very important game in the NFL.
Okay.
In place of Brock Purdy, who was sore this past week.
Hold on. Let me just see. Where's the part where they picked the score? Okay. This is exactly the type of shit that I'm talking about. Greeny is the only person.
That's to do more. Maybe the guy that he's playing against tonight, McCaffrey, you were spot on because it's not in that package. It's when they go 11 personnel. He's essentially a tight end. I would say they run him down in the back.
This is the type of shit. Now, normally they have a bigger panel than this, but if you start to see this type of shit where it's just like most of these niggas are like the experts are like, oh, one team. Soon, who did I think I want to not only the other network, Fox, Danny Parkins, as soon as I saw him being like Rams at -8.5, it seems like a lot. But they're probably going to blow them out anyway. So, no. I was like, oh, but I already made the bet. There's nothing I can do. I was like, dang, I feel like it feels too crazy. But I made the bet on Monday. These guys are talking about this game on Thursday like it's going to be a blowout. And that's when I kind of knew the fix was in already. So one thing, you start to see too much of this stuff where every expert – is Greeny an expert? He's just a – this is a former football player.
Hold up.
Hold
Hold up. But that's how they set it up. See, Greeny, script watch. He got the script in front of him. He's the host. He knows what. Okay, they told him, hey, this who's gonna win. You just pick this team. Let the professionals veer off. Make those people think, oh wait, these guys are professionals. Yeah, let me take their word for it. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy.
Let me hold on. I'm pulling up the Rams. One thing I really like CBS Bet, but I only like it on your phone. They give you the they basically let you know the lines, like the betting lines, how much they moved from the open, and then they show you where the public bet is at. So that public bet sort of knows you, sort of lets you know how Vegas is trying to line you up or not. So let me see if
I mean, I don't know how much that'll help you on when you're making that bet on Monday. I mean, you make it pretty early, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, the public bet side of it doesn't change very often. But the line does change a little bit. So when I did make the bet, the line was like way lower. I will say that. Than what it was. Because sometimes the line will grow over time, obviously. So I guess one thing for me is like, because it's two different, it depends on how you want to bet. You can bet in a couple different ways. Sometimes people like to bet, if they're not betting parlays, you want to get the best price, like the best line for your bet. So it's better to bet earlier. If you wait too late, the lines move around and stuff, and you may not get the best price. But if you're betting parlays, you don't really need to worry about price because you're taking on so much risk for extra reward anyway. Now look at this. Look at this. But can you see this, or do you need me to blow this up some more or something? Okay. All right. So this is from CBS sports betting app. This public bet site is gold if you are trying to avoid this. You want to see the script alert. You want to see the script watch. This is basically what it is. But this is on the Vegas side. This has nothing to do with narratives driven by the league. So you look at this and you start to, as soon as you see this, you know, like, this is dicey. Now, sometimes this doesn't matter. Because you're going to see this a lot. You'll see this a lot in college football. You see this a lot in the NFL. There's just going to be one team that's just clearly favored a lot. And it's going to be most of the locks that we pick. Most of the time, it's going to look like this. It's 90% of the public is on one side. Whenever you see that, antennas should go up. However, I can show you this, and I will do this. There's like 6 games tomorrow where the lines look like this. And so now you're telling me, like, Justice, Are all 6 games going to be upsets? No. And that's my point. That leads me to the second argument of script alert. Number one, the first thing we went over, the media is all on one side. Number two, the public is on one side. And number three, it's a prime time game. Why? Those are the ones where viewership matters the most. A game that's kind of in the middle of the slate. What's a good game? Eagles Browns at 10 a.m. Pacific time. When you have like 8 other games going on, don't really matter. And then it's a Fox game or what? One of the bigger networks that tends to have a lot of games anyway. You can kind of leave that game out. We know the Eagles are going to win. Let them do their thing. Sunday night football. It's Cowboys. It's Packers. Everyone thinks it's going to be a blowout. You can't have bad viewership that game. And those are the spots where script alert, make sure that that's at least a competitive game. And that's what I'm talking about. So, say I'm lying. Let's just take this same concept and I'm going to apply it to the other games as well. Give me a second, CJ. Let me try to pull this up real quick. All the games that are going to be on script alert moving forward till tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said 6 of them. If that's the case, 1 or 2 out of those 6 are going to be upsets. The issue is deciding which ones to stay away from or to cash out on. Personally, man, that's too many games this week. I'm already up right now this week. And I got to make up for last. Last week was pretty bad. So Packers just damn. Yeah.
Any comments on the on how I'm laying it out right now? Like, do you disagree or agree with games
for
that
this? I mean,
like
yeah,
if you were going to manipulate a game, my definition of what games would be manipulated. What do you think about that?
It's still too early for me to like I said, we're going into the 4th, 5th week. It's a pattern. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not liking how these weeks have been going for me. So I need to see more, before I can say, okay, this is the pattern. But for what you were saying, all I can put it towards is like NBA or basketball betting. That one I can at least, because that's, what I do. But yeah, it does make sense in the sense that usually, say the Lakers, when you have a series, if the media is, Lakers, that's going to push, the public to also, LeBron, Lakers. But then, that's how you got an upset. I think last season, that's where you get these, lines. You build the public so, pick Lakers. The line gets close. It's like, there's no way Lakers are going to beat the Timberwolves. Yet, if I try to bet on Timberwolves, it's like, I should be getting more for what if y'all, so that math does add up. I still need to see it in football though, like more often. Because again, I don't know who the favorite, who's the public, who's the media favorite, stuff like that. I mean, it looks like the Eagles, because they're the only quote unquote good team, top team, who's, if it is based on a script, they're the only ones who are, consistently winning, them and the Bills. So I say Eagles and Bills are kind of like the media favorites. And then you have, the public favorites who are the rest of the guys, like the Chiefs, Cowboys, obviously. But those are the ones you're like, well, which week are they going to get love? Which week are they not going to get love? And then you got to make that decision. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at with football, man. So I'm still
okay. Here we go. Me, CJ the Kid. We're about to do something real special for you guys. This is something I haven't seen on YouTube yet. Nobody doing like this. So like, comment, subscribe. Okay. Script alert. what games are about to be on some rug pull NFT pump and dump type stuff right now. All right. First game of the week, bro. Cleveland Browns against the Minnesota Vikings in London, I believe. I think they're in Liverpool at 6:30 in the morning Pacific time.
This isn't
Okay.
an upset. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Bro, let's just see what's up. Everybody is saying Vikings.
You got to.
87% are saying Vikings, 2-1 odds. But look at this. Look at the line movement. They started off at 3-1. Now they're down to basically 2-1. So the line has moved in favor of the Browns. But 87% of the public, 87% of the public is on Minnesota. Now, another piece of context for you. This is a Dylan Gabriel starting. I don't know if you care about him or not. So rookie quarterback starting. We saw what happened with Jackson Dart. Now you got Gabriel making his first start. And also, this is a overseas game. The NFL is trying to expand into Europe. We all know this. So this is somewhat of a prime game. This is a primetime game.
It is
for that market. For that market. Not for us as Americans, but for that market. So now I want you to look at this again, CJ, and be honest. Let's see. The game, everyone started off with saying favoring the Minnesota spread. It went from they were going to win by 7 points to now they're going to only win by like basically a field goal. And look at this. They're saying that basically it's cheaper to bet that the Vikings are going to win by 3 points and more expensive to bet that it's more expensive to bet that the Browns are going to win by 3 points or lose by 3 points.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Here's like a betting sort of pattern. If you're going to bet that a team is going to lose or to cover, basically to lose by 3 points or to lose by a certain amount of points, and they cover that, so they actually do lose by 3 points, it's basically there's like an 80% chance that team's actually just going to win the game, period. So if you think that a team is going to cover the spread and lose by the amount of points that the line says, there's a good chance that team's actually just going to win the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I just checked the bets right now. It does look, I don't know what's going on, but do I think it's an upset? No. I don't see Vikings losing.
Now here's another thing that's interesting here. Here's another thing that's
I don't think this is the game.
The over-under total. They're saying the total score, the combined score of both teams is going to be 36. A lot of people are betting the over. The over is more expensive bet right now. So basically, it's like 36 divided by 2 is about 18. So do you think that both teams are going to get over 18 points? The Browns haven't really scored a lot of points ever. I don't think they scored more than 13 points all season. So for this to hit, for the over to hit, the Browns would have to at least score 3 touchdowns, which would mean that Gabriel's kind of cooking. So it's an interesting game. What I would say is to me, this game is on script alert. This game is definitely on script alert. This is one of those games.
So you're saying the Browns are going to win?
I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised either, just in the climate of where we're at. But no,
because
out of the six game, I don't think this is the one.
Okay, I'm saying that this is definitely one of the ones, and I'll tell you why too. Like just talking football, not even talking about conspiracies or whatever. Number one, media. Well, I feel like the media. Actually, you know what?
Media. If we did the panel thing, I'm sure all the people would say Vikings. I'm sure they'll say Vikings.
Well, no, I'm hearing them say Browns. Actually,
Oh, I'm thinking I'm thinking like three of them say Vikings, one of them says Browns in your favor of your whole theory, and Browns could, yeah, it's a possibility Browns come out winning. But I don't know. This is just one of those ones where you put other factors. You're overseas, early morning. Browns are usually like the scapegoat for those type of things. Like, oh, just put this trash team in there for us. Now, yeah, in some cases they do come up and win, but I think Vikings have just been in this situation more times to where it's like, nah, they're gonna. I mean, I don't see how could you. But hey,
Yeah.
you're right. Anything could happen.
I
But
tend
personally,
to agree with you. I would say right
Yeah.
now, both teams have a pretty good defenses. The Browns to me have more talent. You got Carson Wentz versus Dylan Gabriel. No one knows what's about to happen in London. It's just one of those spots where, like, I feel like most people, and again, 80% of the public, they've already chosen the Vikings. So for the Browns to get their second win of the season, remember they beat the Packers.
yeah, they beat the Packers.
Packers with no injuries, and now you're giving me Carson Wentz in London.
Vikings got some other injuries too. I think they got some. They
This
actually
is
have
definitely
O-line.
to me.
They
This is
got
one,
some O-line now.
but also to me, it's like because I'm about to show you guys a lot of games, so a lot of the scores are going to look like this, and that's my point. Is that it's not uncommon for the public to be fully on one side. It's just what game is the script gonna just show itself. Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders is the biggest media story right now for whatever reason in the NFL. Everybody want to talk about, bro. Everybody want to talk about a third-string quarterback.
I'm reading some stuff right now. It's like, Vikings are in trouble. It's a trap if you're going for the Vikings. Browns got a rookie quarterback. The storylines is now it's hyping it up. Now I want to wake up tomorrow morning just to watch the game. Like, all right, let me see what y'all talking about. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like the media,
yeah.
the Browns are media darlings because of Shador Sanders. Like the kid is making them relevant in ways that shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But now, because you got to think about it, okay, what's a better storyline here? Like, should Dylan Gabriel goes out there and balls out, or like Dylan Gabriel goes up there and sucks, and now it's like, all right, bro, we saw what he can do. Can we put in Shador now? So this one might. Honestly, I'm talking myself out of this one. I'm actually talking myself out of this one.
Yeah.
I think the NFL wants Dylan Gabriel to lose so that Shador can come in because he's more ratings.
I'm looking because I was looking at the line right now. Even if you put money on the Browns, it's not worth the risk because you're not even making. That's why I was like, this is kind of weird. Like I do, to your point, this does kind of look weird, like the public betting and everything. The storylines are kind of pushing because I can see how that may push people to be like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, you might be right. So I'm gonna stay away, but only because also like it's not worth putting it on the Browns right now either. Like if you put, you're not gonna get much back if it's like, oh yeah, Browns are they're gonna totally get beat. Like, nah, man, then let me see it for real. But yeah, I'm staying away. Away.
Yeah. I'm with you on this one too. I actually talked myself into it after you said that. What did you say about the? You said something about a trap game. So you basically read like a blog or something, and the blog was basically saying like, "Hey, the Browns might upset."
Yeah.
As soon as I hear that, I'm like, "Nah. That's the media going in the other way." Like, hey, Cleveland might do it. Nope. Nah. I'll go the other way. If anything, like let's actually go Vikings here. Everyone's gonna be thinking like, oh, the Browns may pull a Jackson Dart. I'm actually gonna go the other way. I think
I'm saying Vikings go. I'm saying Vikings win.
Vikings too. So I think it's gonna be better if the Browns lose this game because now the heat's on Dylan Gabriel, and now we can say like, hey, what if Shador's in? So yeah, it's actually better if the Browns lose it. So CJ talked me into it. Let's go to the next one. Ravens, Texans. Now, just to set this up, the spread is saying that this is going to be a 1-point game. So it's going to be they're predicting a really close game. Everybody's taking the Ravens. And the under. So under right now, split would be 20 Both teams score about 20 points.
It doesn't even
Ravens
make
are
sense.
underdogs at home. Now, home underdogs is
How
usually
does that make
another one of
sense?
those trap games.
Nothing of this makes sense. First off, you said Ravens win by 1. Like that doesn't even sound right. Like if Ravens are in a close game, they're most likely going to lose. That's probably why they're 1-3. So I don't know, man. I don't even know. But
They
they're
are
the underdog
underdogs.
at home. Shit, I might
are
actually
underdogs.
just throw it.
Home
This gives me a
underdogs
reason to
tend
be.
to cover the spread a lot. Home underdogs tend to
Yeah,
cover the spread a
so
lot. Like if an
this gives
underdog
me
is
a
going to
reason.
win, if an underdog is going to win, they're usually going to do it at home.
Of course. Hey
So-
man, I might see this as a
But hey,
yeah. I'm locking this.
no
in.
Lamar
What am I
Jackson.
talking about?
Hey, no Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson.
dude. But you still got your
You got Cooper Rush.
and they still
Cooper
got
Rush from the Cowboys.
what's his name? Runner. What's his name?
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Henry. I mean, that's their whole offense right there. So
Yeah, they got a lot of injuries. Their defense can't stop anybody. It's interesting. But the question is this on this game is also at 10 o'clock, normal time, normal slate, 10 o'clock game, not a primetime game, it's gonna be in the mix with everything else. Is this a script alert?
yeah, is it even worth it either? It's not worth it. It's not worth I mean, unless you got a good, some good picks. It's not worth putting it on the
So you think so basically right now the I guess the public is with this is kind of a weird game. The public, so this is the type of
it's
shit
with
that
the
they do.
Ravens.
The
Yeah,
public
it
is
looks
with
like
the
public is
Ravens.
with the Ravens.
Okay, but if 70% of the bets are with the Ravens, then why are the Ravens the underdog?
That's why I was saying that it makes no from the jump, it made no sense. Because you're
So,
telling
yeah.
me Ravens are gonna
So the sportsbooks think that, or at least they're positioning the lines for that the Texans to win, which I'm actually in favor with. I think the Texans should win this game.
if the Texans do end up winning this game, then I think there's a lot more to dig into looking like stats. Then I think I'll become a believer in this whole little public betting.
Bro,
you're
you
looking at.
remember that Derrick Henry was on the Titans before, right? Right?
Yeah, and they were trash.
Yeah. So why do you think like him and Cooper Rush are just going to be like just magic?
I'm just saying the Texans ain't. We'll see.
Let's move on, bro.
So you're saying the Texans? So you were saying the Texans are going to take that one? Like you're
Well, they
actually going.
should. Yeah, they should easily. Yeah.
Okay.
The Texans, the last time they played the Ravens last year, the Texans didn't even really score any points. Now you don't have Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens have the worst defense in the NFL, and all of a sudden your Ravens are still going to beat them.
Damn. And if Ravens do lose, though, I mean that's a different story, But we're not here to talk about. We're here to talk about,
I'm just saying. I don't think this is a scam alert or script alert. I think this is a.
You just think it's Texans, yeah.
That one seems normal. Here's another game at 10 o'clock in the morning. Again, these games are all public on one side. Everyone thinks that the Colts are going to win 95%, 3-1.
That's believable.
7 by they're thinking they're going to win by at least a touchdown. 7-point spread. So, and it's the Raiders and the Colts are at home. Colts are the home team. So
I think this one should go Colts. Everything
I
points to
don't-
Colts. It should go. It should go. I don't see a reason why.
I don't see.
Yeah.
I don't see. This is heavy. This is an even heavier spread than the Rams. But hey, I don't see the media. I mean, I think that I do think the media is on the Colts, but I don't think that game's gonna be manipulated at all. I think it's gonna go according to plan. Colts take it. All right, Jets Cowboys.
No. I think the Cowboys. I mean,
80% of
yeah.
people think the Cowboys.
valid.
But now
Cowboys-
the Cowboys are not that big of a favorite money line, though. They're about basically this is like a coin flip game. These are like coin flip odds.
Yeah.
Minus 120.
Here's what these numbers are telling you. The Cowboys, you can't trust them, right? We all know that. But what's also telling you with the public is that it's like Donald Trump, right? You go up and down depending on your wins and your losses, right? Some people they're gonna love you when you win, and they're gonna hate you when you're down. Right now, the Cowboys looking good in the public. Well, they just did with the Packers. They saying Dak Prescott looking like an MVP quarterback. Dak Prescott.
He looked good. He looked
So
good.
yeah, they're gonna say, yeah, people loving the Cowboys right now. So
Here's the thing.
Dua Lipa, I think, was doing some, Cowboys. So Cowboys, they in the media. So that's what it's telling you right now. Everyone's loving the Cowboys.
Here's the thing,
which
though. Jets at home.
I'm in favor
Jets
for
at
too.
home. Jets are at home.
He's 0-4. He's 0-4.
Here's the thing. Jets are at home. The spread is 1 point.
It's the Cowboys, man. It's the Cowboys.
Cowboys can kick the field goal from anywhere now, which is kind of crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's the Cowboys, man.
Okay.
Now,
the question we're here for is script alert. Are the Jets going to upset the Cowboys with 80% of people thinking that the Cowboys are about to win this game?
now we are talking about the Cowboys, so anything is possible. But I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I don't think Jets ain't doing it.
So you don't think this is a script alert? You think Jets at home does not matter?
No, if the Jets win, it won't be script alert. It will just be the Cowboys. They suck. Because I don't think, again, the public is in favor of Cowboys. The league is in favor of Cowboys right now, at least at this moment. I don't see their first loss coming from the Jets.
Okay.
After what they're looking
All
like.
right. Well,
So
I kind of agree with you a little bit just because of the line. You see, like the line is kind of like coin flippy, where like if we go to the Colts line, Colts are 3-1 favorite.
It's for certain, yeah.
So that's how you kind of know, even this is a coin flip line, even though most people are on this side. This is not a coin flip line. This is 2-1 favorite. This is a pretty big favorite, especially because they open so heavy. So if this game went the other way, it'd be way more surprising than if these two games. Yeah, if this game went the other way, it'd be really surprising. Like if the Jets happen to win this game, it wouldn't be as surprising.
Not that, yeah.
All right, here's one that looked like the Rams won. This is a similar one to what the Rams had. -400. This is a 4-1 favorite. 97% of people think that the Cardinals are about to win this game. At home.
I don't see why not, right?
No wins for the Titans.
Yeah. Titans have been pretty bad. I'm trying to think if it's been more of like their schedule, but no, they've been pretty bad. And Cardinals are always, 2-2 is perfect. They're always like they win some, lose some. But what you think? I don't see Cardinals losing this one.
I don't. This was a tough one. This is not a script alert game. I think number one, the Titans are the Titans are what the Titans want to be the Cardinals. That's what they're hoping their team eventually turns into, basically.
Sure, yeah.
But I'd say in the NFL, home team usually wins the games. And then this game isn't a primetime game. This is like in the middle of the day. So, I think this game is going to go according to plan. I do think that the Cardinals are going to win this game. And I don't really see a lot of ways on how the Titans can win this game in the first place. Like they don't have a lot of talent. So, and like Cam Ward said, we ask right now. So I just don't think that this is going to be script alert at all. I think it's going to go according to plan. Okay. Bengals, Lions. Now this is even a bigger favor than what the Rams had. This is 6-1. 98% of people think that the Lions are about to win this game.
I think so. I'm going to go off of last week Bengals loss because I was waiting to see how they would play without Burrow, and they were. Did they only have like 3 points? Did they get? I forgot what happened. Like,
they scored first.
So
they scored first.
Yeah, I was like, so after seeing that, I'm just like, nah, they can't. Either the quarterback can't, sums up, and Detroit. Come on now, they can score. So it's like, I can't see this one. If Bengals win, I will be surprised. That's probably why it's minus. You can't even bet on this. So yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah, I don't think. Again, but again, look, what time of day is it? It's in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's okay, that makes sense.
So-
It's just one of those games like let's put it
They
on.
don't need it. Yeah, they don't need it to be. No, it's the middle of the day. It's a red zone
Yeah.
game. NFL red zone games. All right, bro, you can have it. Let's see. Washington Chargers. No, Chargers.
mean-
Chargers. The Chargers pulled a Chargers last week against the Giants.
They did. It's Giants. Yeah, they did. They did.
You know what's the funny thing about that game? I heard that Jackson Dart, his crush, is Herbert's girlfriend.
Oh yeah, the what's her name? Madison Bear or something like that.
Bro, this man posted. He posted a picture of the other man's girlfriend and said game day. Game day tomorrow. As a rookie,
Yeah, I'm a fan.
before you even played a full NFL game, as a rookie, you post some shit like that to get the night before.
Hey, that's a
And
fan.
then you go and do what he did.
That's the energy I'm talking about, man. That's the energy I'm talking. I'm a fan now. I might, the Giants. I'm gonna be looking out for them.
Hold on, let me
Yeah, I
see.
saw it. I think I
No.
sent it to you. I sent you the thing.
No, did you see the let me see. What's his name? Jackson Dart.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, real quick on the game though. Yeah, they're playing the commander is Daniel back?
Was it this one? Oh, I don't think it does.
Is it not? I give it to Chargers.
And look at what happens after he scores.
I think it's just shorts. I think for whatever reason, it's not playing shorts like that.
You can't hear it. Kind of choppy though.
Wasn't easy, wasn't great. Appreciate you guys for the support. On to the next week.
That's your new quarterback. That's the new
Is that a
quarterback.
chain?
That's what I'm saying.
Was that a chain? Okay.
Him and Cam, man, they got the sauce. So, okay. So let's go back to this game here. So Charger. I don't. After a man insults you like that, you go out and throw 2 picks. I don't know how that happens, but you guys got beat by those 2 guys. So now you got.
I'm seeing. It's saying Daniels is going to be playing.
He's
That's
playing.
What they're saying. That's what they're saying. Right, at least as of right now.
I thought this line needs to go down then. This is a weird.
Maybe it's
line
not
that
updated, but
if Daniels
it
is
does
gonna
say
play,
Jaden Daniels will return to action for the Commanders Week 5, straight from the Commanders website. So,
Is that new? Is that like a recent post or something?
23 hours ago.
Okay, so it was yesterday. Yeah, this is weird then. I don't know why they didn't update the spread, but I would say that
I mean,
I feel like the Chargers are
could be
better than them.
hobbled still. Yes,
True.
yes, Chargers are better than them on paper. On paper, yeah.
I do. Feel like
But then the question is with how competitive the Chargers division is kind of competitive, right? Do they lose 2 in a row? That's the question.
That's the question. They're also at home. Home teams tend to win most of the games in the NFL.
Yeah. So it's in favor of them.
Also, this spread though, this not spread, this line, the money
you think
line.
it should be more. Like 2
No,
or
I'm saying
something?
this is basically a coin flip money line. Like minus 150 is not that big of a favorite. Even though the weird part is that this line is so small when so many people are betting on them.
We're going for the
That's where you start to be like, okay, like is Vegas trying to bait us into like picking the Chargers here?
I think also something about Deebo Samuels was questionable or something. So there's some like questionable players with the Commanders, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know how that would make them more. They could possibly win though. Like, are they saying that Commanders are better than Chargers at full strength? So I don't know.
It's
Maybe
a
I'll
weird
say
line. The spread is only 2 points. You have a 2-point spread, but like I feel like the Charger line's a little inflated here. But the question is, script alert or not? Do we would you be surprised? Do we think that? I guess based on the line here, this game wouldn't necessarily qualify because this line is even though the
Yeah.
public's on one side, this line is more of like a coin flip line than it is
Yeah.
than this is. This if the Bengals won this game, that would be script alert. If if Commanders won this game, it would not be script alert. This would be like, hey,
No.
they're a good team. Like we wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, here's the game. Here's the game that I'm flagging. Red light, red light. Like this is the game that I feel like out of all the ones we just talked about, script alert.
You think Patriots win?
Patriots, Bills. Let me just walk through it. Patriots, Bills. What time is this game at? Oh, Sunday night football. The only game on at Sunday night, prime time location on the biggest day to watch football. Everybody in the bars. Okay. Who's playing in this game? Patriots. Look.
Yes. You got Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Stephon Diggs, Drake May, Mike Vrabel quarterback. The most penalized team on defense in the league right now. 2-2. 2 games they easily could have won. One against the Steelers, and the other one against I forgot who they lost to. But they could have won both games. Playing against the undefeated, perennial playoff disappointments. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, undefeated at home on Sunday night, prime time, with the spread of 8 points.
That's a stretch.
Spread of 8 points. And guess what? A 4-1 favorite with over 98% of people thinking that the Bills are about to go in there and mop up shop. They're about to put on their gloves, put on their cleaning hat, and get to scrubbing. They're about to wipe the floor with these boys. That's what this game is set up to be as.
Now, as an ex-Patriot fan, you know, the team that my whole NFL career I went for, this one's looking it's tempting. I see that line 3-3, you know, plus I might want to jump in there, but I don't know, man. Bills losing at home?
Let me I wonder if I can look.
I don't know.
The one thing I will say this because I do bet a lot. The last time the Bills played the Patriots, the Bills won, but I think the Patriots were like leading a little bit. Like they have to come back from behind and win the game.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we talking about Tom Brady. You know, it's been a while since we've been on top of the Bills, but
you know how it is, division game.
I do like what you're saying. I do like what you're saying, but again, that's also another reason why, you know, it's a division game. This is probably why it's on prime time.
Let me ask you another question. Rams Niners, right? Rams Niners. Before the game happened, Mac Jones quarterback, all these starters out. Did you actually think the Niners are going to go in there and just
mop them up? No.
Okay. Drake May, whoever else is on the Patriots versus the
I don't think they'll get mopped up. But the thing with the Patriots is, you have those teams that when they face like some big dogs, all right, they get mopped up. Like, you know, like they just have those games where it's like, all right, guys, let's go. We about to face some big dogs. Let's go out there. Yeah. And you go out there, end of the game, 45-3. It's like, damn, we really got our ass kicked. It's like, yeah, okay. Sometimes it's just one of those. So yeah, I like the Patriots personally, yeah. But you know, I'm hoping what you're saying, this whole theory of yours is true. Prime time, you know, we're gonna get a good game, and Patriots might. You're right, they've had 2 games that they were close because I thought they were gonna be Steelers earlier in the season. So we'll see. But I mean, the Bills, they're 4-0 for a reason.
Honestly,
they saw what they do with the Ravens. Yeah, I agree with you. But yes, I mean, I'm definitely hyped now for these games when you put it that way. Oh, you know,
but look, CJ, I just want you to let's just look at the numbers.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's just look at the numbers. You and I are debating opinions. Let's just look at the numbers. What do the numbers have to say? Now, the reason I brought up the Rams game, this is a prime time game. Yeah. Thursday night football. This is what the
Numbers
what the
pretty
line
close.
looked like.
7.5,
4-1,
8,
4-1, 90%.
yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
Sunday night
Double
football.
digits, single digits.
Huge spread, 4-1, 98%.
You're
I'm
right.
not the
Yeah, you're
smartest
right.
kid in the world, but I can recognize the pattern. Blue, red, green, green. I can recognize a
Two
pattern.
different teams. I mean, I wouldn't put any the Niners or the Rams in the same as the Bills. But yeah, this is actually crazy when you put these because these numbers are similar.
But there's also a similar type of game, another
Okay.
primetime slot. And what I mean by
So
that
you're
is,
telling me, you're confirming I should bet on the Patriots right now. I'm gonna do that right now.
you know what? I'm going to bring up a third. I'm going to bring up a third argument here, just to kind of like get you to really see things from my perspective for a quick second. Now, remember, as I bring up these games, I'm not just bringing up random football games. I'm bringing up the primetime games. That means this is the only game on right now that people are watching. This is the game that, because a network has to pay more for this game, this is the game that the NFL has, kind of wants to do better. It makes more sense for this game to get more notoriety or coverage of that nature because it's the only game that's on. It's in a primetime slot. The whole point. Let's watch another primetime game real quick and just see how that one played out as well. I'm going to pull it over now. My Exhibit C. Right? Cowboys,
Terrible game.
Packers.
Terrible.
Guess what this game was? Guess what time this game was? Last Sunday night football. Let's just look at the odds. I haven't even done this. I'm just pilling it up. Let's just look at the odds and see what happens. 90%.
Closer. They keep going.
90%. 3-1. 6.5.
I do see a pattern there. Okay.
Now, did the Cowboys win? Did the Cowboys win?
Hey, they celebrating like they did. They celebrating like they did.
I'm not
You
saying
thought they won.
I'm not saying it's only the underdog's going to win the game, but the underdog definitely made it close.
But yeah, I mean, they didn't lose.
I
So
wonder if I can find another one of these things. Let me see what else we got.
hey, that's two. That's two in a row. So if Patriots win this
Let me
week,
see if I can get another one.
I think you got something. So
hold on. Were Chiefs underdogs in this game? No. Chiefs Giants last week might count because a lot of people are counting out the Chiefs, to be honest. At least doubting them. And I saw what happened there, but they were actually favored betting wise.
yeah, I don't think because even me and you picked the Chiefs. I don't think anyone thought they were gonna lose.
Well, yeah, I'm just not an idiot. I do have another. I do have one more though. This is just not it wasn't like a big game, but it technically was that Sunday night slate or a spot. Actually, let me give you two more. So one of the games was one of the games was Eagles. No, not Eagles. I wanted hold on. I want the Chargers. I was looking for Chargers. Oh, I think it's this day. Here we go. Chargers Chiefs, that week 1 game. I'm gonna show you these two real quick. Okay. All right. So we have Vikings Falcons Sunday night football, and we have Kansas City Chargers in Brazil. So let's just open this real quick. I'll bring these over. Okay. So we have Falcons, Vikings, Sunday night football. Everybody on the Vikings by 80%. Atlanta comes and wins from behind in stunning fashion. This is that JJ McCarthy game where he got hurt. So after everyone thought he was the second coming of, Tom Brady or something, the Falcons destroy them and he gets hurt in that game. This is the first game that the NFL had in Brazil this year. This is a Friday night game, only game in town. This is the game where like the NFL had the most streamers ever. This game was being streamed. iShowSpeed was streaming the game as an NFL correspondent. This is how big a game this was. Chiefs favored by 88%. End up losing to the Chargers in dramatic fashion. So I'm just saying, guys, I've shown over 8 games at this point where these primetime slots, for whatever reason, are where the script alert always seems to happen. So we look at this week. We got a couple primetime games. We looked at some of the other games. Browns-Vikings. I don't think I think it's actually in favor of the NFL if the Browns actually lose that game because nobody wants to see Dylan Gabriel. But also wouldn't be surprised if the Browns somehow just miraculously win that game. Script alert. Because in Europe, we need some action. We need some cool. The Patriots, Bills, Sunday night. Patriots have a huge dog. Everybody loves the Bills. Of course the Bills. Josh Allen. All of a sudden, they lose to the Patriots. Undefeated. So this seems like worth it. The ball's about to be dropped. And then the last game was Chiefs, Jaguars. I think this everyone's obviously on the Chiefs that game, but it doesn't really seem like they're going to lose that one. I don't really see any weird script stuff. Jaguars have never beaten the Chiefs ever with Patrick Mahomes, so I don't really see it happening in that game. This game, though, this is the one where everyone seems to be so confident, so sure. How do I know that? 98%. Sometimes we see 88%, 90%, 93%, whatever. 98% and a 4-1? Bro, are they playing the Bengals? No, that's the Lions. We all know one of the underdog teams we talk about is going to win. We just don't know which underdog team.
That's true.
The Patriots are in the best possible spot of all the teams that we talked about. Everything is working. The media is on the Bills. The public is on the Bills. And it's a prime time game. 1, 2, 3, lock and load.
Well,
Now,
the Patriots win.
To be safe, I would bet the spread going to the Patriots. The Patriots and the points. The Patriots lose by less than 8 points. That's a safe way to go about it. If you're feeling froggy and you're like, you know what? This guy's been making a lot of sense. I'm going to put my lunch money on it. Then go money line Patriots. Ride Drake May. Watch Drake May look like Mac Jones. The Patriots should have kept Mac Jones. The Patriots should have kept Mac Jones. So. Watch Drake May look like he's John Elway out there. Watch him look like he's Eli Manning out there. Oh, Mac Jones? Oh, you guys thought Mac Jones was good? Watch this. We know what we're doing. Patriots win by a touchdown against the Bills, and Josh Allen turns back into the sloppy Josh Allen that is just reckless with the ball. Looks like Brett Favre when he was older. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. And if it does happen, best believe we're coming back here again, taking our winnings, doing our victory lap, wearing sunglasses, and letting y'all know, we're the only show that's exposing these fools and letting you guys know, hey, yes, anybody can point out locks. Cool. But can you point out the trap games? Can you point out the script alert games where it's the perfect confluence, a perfect convergence of bullshit where you think it's obviously going to be like this, and then all of a sudden, Drake May looks like Tom Brady. All of a sudden, Stephon Diggs looks like Randy Moss. All of a sudden, Mike Vrabel looks like Bill Belichick. And you're doing that Spider-Man meme where he's taking off the glasses and like, what am I looking at? Patriots roll in to Buffalo, circle the wagons, and take out the Bills in dramatic fashion. Sunday Night Football. Chris Collinsworth can't believe it. Oh my God. And people start talking about the Patriots as if they're going to do something this year. Let's just see what happens. That's all I'm saying. And how do you want to wrap this up, CJ?
Nothing much. Just like I said, I'm trying to see a couple more games before I can make some main assumptions or locks at this point.
Hey man, I talked myself into it. I'll put something on it. I'm gonna put a little something on the Patriots. See what happens. Put my money where my mouth is.
The Patriots, I'll definitely, there's a little bias in there, but it sounds dumb, but I made dumber bets before, right? So I'm gonna look through them. I do like the Patriots, at least out of those 6 teams or games. The Patriots one does look like the one that could be an upset. Raiders, Colts, I think those games Colts take it. Cowboys beat the Jets. Cardinals, I don't see them losing to the Titans. So yeah, at least one of them has to be an upset. So
You hear it here first, bro. When the Patriots come marching in,
we'll see, man.
Buffalo.
We'll see. Patriots.
That O has got to go. If the Patriots come in there and do that to Buffalo, I want you guys to come back to where you heard it first and like, comment, subscribe, and let them know, like, yo, we aren't just making random picks. We aren't giving opinions. We're bringing the facts, and we're bringing some cash in your pockets, bro. No one else is giving any adequate information on what are the games where like some about to happen.
We'll see.
We'll see, man. Hopefully, hey, if this goes well, we may just change the show to this.
Nah, this is. We'll see. Let's go.
Get away with this stuff, man.
Let's go Patriots. Yeah, let's see.
Patriots. We'll see. Hey, Patriots Week 5. Let's see. Let's lock it in and let's see what happens. That's all I'm saying. Let's just see what happens.